In our poster we summarize the most important rules of information design and dashboarding. In this video I like to focus on the rule to use reduced charts, or in other words, less is more. So how would that actually look like? Let's have a closer look at one diagram, and here we see a pretty crowded diagram. All the bad rules of information design are implemented into that one, so we like to step by step reduce it and come up with a solution that is best fit to our thoughts. So first, we don't use this background. White background is always best, highest contrast for example. And then we don't need those design bars, we don't need those colorfulness, so a single color here is totally enough. Then we don't need a legend. We always say a legend with a diagram means bad diagram, so that's why we dismiss this as well. Then the frame, we only use a frame if you like to highlight something, if you like to highlight a diagram, so in this case we exclude it as well. Then the grid lines are not there for adding value, although those small things as well. And then we directly label it above the bars. That's where we expect them, so that's why we label it. Though don't need the y-axis then anymore. We use a title concept, that's why we don't need the x and y-axis labeling. And then some people argue that there's a redundancy because we describe Q1 to Q4 already in the title concept, that we don't need it in the x-axis. I would say that at least Q1 and Q4 is necessary for guidance for the user, and many of our customers say, well, in practice it is better to accept this redundancy. So overall, less is more. It's a simple rule, and I hope that you bring this clearness also in your reports.